Hello and welcome. Today something unprecedented has happened. New York has fallen to Mamdani. London already fell to Sajid Khan. Similarly, Scotland had also fallen to a Muslim named Hamza Yusuf. He became the first minister in Scotland. And what do all these people do? They have the same agenda everywhere. Now, what is important is there is a pattern. What is their agenda? First agenda is we are proud to be a Muslim. But behind this proudness, there is a sinister plan of total takeover. Sajid Khan in London, he made London a heaven for illegals to enter into their country under the name of development, inclusiveness. Today, the native whites are in minority in just 10 years. And they have started openly demanding Sharia law in UK. Their home secretary is a Muslim lady and she openly advocates protection for grooming gangs. Why? Because these grooming gangs are taking over the British people's girls and raping them every day, and the police is standing there protecting these same rapists in front of the parents. Quran is being taught in schools in UK, and they have demanded the queen should come in a burqa because their faith is being disturbed. It is total takeover of London has happened, and Trump once said that UK might be the first Western country to become Islamic. But today, his own warning for UK has brought him on the same path to the same fate with New York falling down. London Bridge already fell. Today, New York's Statue of Liberty also fell. But why New York was important for them and why this one community is dancing to this idea? Because this is the West's biggest city which has now been captured. What will happen in the next 4 years is similarly what already has happened in London. It's happened in Paris. It's happened in Berlin. Total takeover. So many illegals will now be allowed to enter into New York. And then they will start making your winning New York impossible. Because once they get the power, they will not leave. This is how they win. And the same secular Christians who have supported Mamdani today, they will be thrown out of their city right in front of their eyes. People have already started calling me, telling me they do not want to even enter into New York anymore. The Statue of Liberty in the next 4 years will be either brought down or covered in a burqa. Look around. You will say, I am exaggerating. But look around. Middle Eastern countries were not Islamic before. Europe, African countries, all of them, they came with the same pretext. We are poor, we are needy, we want to run away from Sharia. The jihadis are not letting our women live very peacefully. And once they enter into a country, then total takeover. The whole country becomes Muslim. And through these threats, through jihad, through taking over of women and raping them, they completely take over. And this is their playbook everywhere. They do not let anybody else except themselves survive. So much for inclusivity. The same thing I see in India also. There is a province, there's a state called West Bengal, where there is a jihadan, she's leading the state. All the illegals from Bangladesh, Myanmar, are being allowed to enter so that the demography can be changed. And it has been happening for the last 10 years. And today what is happening? The whole state, the demography has completely been changed. Just 10 years. A country having 5,000 years of Hindu history has become Islamic, state by state. And now The locals are made to run away from there, otherwise their women are raped. Same playbook everywhere. Use fear, use jihad, use rape. First, now how is this whole plan working? First, they make one person of theirs win. They will demean you under the pretext of inclusivity, minority rights, freedom for all religions, freedom for all thought processes. And then once they come into power, the power comes in their hands, then they go for a complete takeover. And there will be no freedom for anyone else left except for themselves. Trump has threatened, he knows what is coming. He has threatened that he will stop all the funding for New York. But he also knows he cannot stop it. Because Mamdani will go to the courts where all the corrupt judges are already sitting. And they will get stay order in the first hearing itself. And Mamdani will get his money. Money not earned by New York people. It is money paid by you through your taxes. And your money, tax money, will be used to cut your rights, cut your speech. If you speak against the radicals, they will say Islamophobia, and they will cut your throats. Your women will now be raped similarly as it is happening in India, it is happening in London, it is happening in Europe, right in front of you, and you cannot speak. And the police will be standing there protecting them because they are following their faith. And all this will happen right in front of you. And these rapists, these killers will go scot-free because they are only following their Sharia law, and your courts will permit it because you chose them as your leader. Look around, I'm telling you, look around Middle East. It was Christian countries. They were Jews. There were other religions. Today, there is no scope for anybody else. So much under the name of freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and inclusiveness. It looks good. But do they allow freedom of speech to anybody else? And so many years, you've been giving lectures to other countries, the Western countries, on minority rights. And today, you, the Americans, British, have become minority in your own country. Then we will ask you, you are a minority in UK, in New York, in London. How are the minority rights under Shahid Khan or in the future under Mamdani? And that is when we will enjoy. We, the Asian people, will enjoy your downfall with popcorns and coke in our hands the way you enjoyed our downfall with coke and popcorns in your hands. And we will see Sharia now implemented slowly. Streets in New York this Friday itself will be filled with Muslims praying on the streets. Mosques will be empty, but they will pray on the streets in order to show their strength. Because it is not only strength, it's also an announcement that we have taken over your last fortress. And I would like to say thank you, New York, for showing us a Netflix movie of your downfall in real time. And for this, we don't even need CIA to create a covert operations. You, the New York people, did it for yourself. So thank you for this wonderful Mamdani, who is going to show you what is a Muslim leader. And I'm speaking all these things from my own experience. Thank you and see you soon under Sharia.